Fam, welcome back to the channel. This is Brian, the Introverted Marketer, and it ain't hard to tell, it's simple. Now listen, fam, we're going to be checking out ElevenLabs. I'm not going to assume you know what ElevenLabs is, or you don't know what ElevenLabs is. We're just going to cover down on it. I am an affiliate with ElevenLabs, so basically I just want to give you a walkthrough of what you can do on ElevenLabs, how you can use it, and why it may or may not make sense for you to incorporate using it in your business. Now, what ElevenLabs basically allows you to do is use voices that are AI. You can even clone your own voice. I have my own voice cloned. I am currently paying for it right now. I am on the mid plan. I actually want to, this is the back office. Really what I should show you. 1 second. To show you. So right now they got two different plans right now. Well, not two, they got a few. I'm on the creator plan because while I use ElevenLabs, most of my videos is off the cuff, real honest. It's me. I stumble, I stutter, I say a lot, but I feel like it adds a level of realism. Some people prefer polish, some people just prefer things short and to the point. I just give you me each and every time. Sometimes use the polish, sometimes I don't. I got a few credits. Some of my credits carried over. As you can see, this is the current plan. So graciously enough, ElevenLabs allowed me to carry my credits over. And with that being said, it's going to allow me to actually use these credits to give you guys a full demonstration of what ElevenLabs could do. And I know they recommend the pro tier, but if you're not heavy into using AI voices or needing to use the API, it's not really needed. They give you the breakdown right here. You get access to the highest quality models, and that works out perfectly for me, right? And basically the higher plan you're on, the less each additional character is going to cost you. So that's just something to keep in mind, right? And it shows you right here, you get access to the voice changer. You get access to 30 custom voices on this plan. And as you go up to different tiers, you get access to more variety of voices. Now, understand, if you're running a business that depends on using different AI voices, you're definitely going to want to consider the pro tier. But if you're someone like me that occasionally uses it, maybe want to have an outstanding clone voice, and I'm going to show you how my voice sounds in ElevenLabs, definitely the creator plan, it works out perfectly, right? I got that professional voice clone, that's one. And even on the pro plan, you're only getting one. On the scale plan, you're getting one. On the business plan, you're getting three. So that just shows you the quality and the effort that goes into it, that no matter what your plan is, because $99 and $330 a month, I don't think that's a small piece of change to be paying anybody. You only getting one professional clone voice, period. So with the studio, you get 1,000 projects on the creative plan, and it just goes on. And it just breaks it down for you. Image and video. So ElevenLabs offers you a lot of things, and we're going to test it out. I would never use ElevenLabs as an all-in-one if I'm on the creative plan, because that's just going to eat your credits. If you're using ElevenLabs, ideally you have something, preferably a lifetime deal or something you're already paying for to do your images and do your videos. But they do give you offerings right here. You can generate images and you can generate videos, and if they got ElevenLabs music, and we're going to test that out too, see what they're looking like. They got dubbing, they got the dubbing studio, they got the voice isolator, and you get the commercial license with each. So if you're using free, you're not allowed to use your voice to in a commercial manner in order to profit off of it, right? So just one thing, you may use generate audio for commercial purposes, right? And you get analytics, and it shows you the audio quality for the audiobooks and things of that nature. And I love ElevenLabs for audiobooks, so it's the reason why I keep them on the sub, because honestly, even though I have other lifetime deals, if I want to use my voice to create an audiobook and I don't want to actually have to sit down and do it, I'm definitely going to use ElevenLabs, use the API to get the job done right. Simple. So let's just go ahead and go through some of their offerings and just really just give you a walkthrough on ElevenLabs. So they got the studio, right? So in the studio, you got a couple things you could do. You got the audio offerings and you got the video offerings. So we're going to tap into the audio offerings, right? So you can create an audio book, you can create a podcast, you can do URL to audio, and you can do an AI script generator. So let's see what we can do. So we can start from scratch and create an audio book. Now, mind you, since I don't have a lot of credits to like do unlimited testing, we're not going to go crazy on it. I do have some books here that's saved already. So let's see if I could just tap into that. You can see how it sounds. Here's an audio book I was working on. Not sure if I'm going to release it yet. I do have the ebook already available. I was trying to use my voice because I had trained Notebook on the content that I created, and it came out with this handy dandy video. You know, Notebook is great at that. You give it the documents that you want it to focus on, you give it some direction, it's going to give you a banger video. So basically what I wanted to do was replace their voice, even though their voices are amazing in my opinion, the voice they use for ElevenLabs with my voice. But we could just go ahead and check out what my voice sound like here. And for some reason the sound is not on. I don't know what is going on. If something's going on with my computer, let me just pause this for a second. I'll figure it out and I'll get right back to you. Fam, I really feel a bit silly. I didn't realize that the daggone tab was muted. But now that I unmuted the tab, I already went over to the PDF. So this is a PDF I uploaded and pretty much just took the content out of it. This actual PDF that I did. And it just took the text. And over here you can see here's me speaking, and we're going to see how it sounds right here, if it sounds like me. So let's begin. The 7 laws of clarity. It ain't hard to tell. It's simple. Now it's taking a little bit of time to load. The 7 laws of clarity. It's taking a little time to load and do its thing because I don't want to export it because I'm not sure if I'm going to release it yet. So it's going to load it piece by piece unless I tell it to front load everything so everything could already be generated. So just want to give a little bit of a sample and show you, yeah, I uploaded this PDF. It took the content of the PDF, took out the text, assigned my name, assigned me. As you can see, Brian NYC Swagger, a little bit. But of course, you have a whole bunch of voices on the creator plan. As you can see, I used my one professional voice to train it on my voice. Now, it took about an hour and a half to train my voice specifically. I had to do a lot of speaking and talking and trying to get the AI to understand my cadence. And I feel like it captured it very well. But we're just going to run it back a little bit. You can see right here. You got a whole bunch of default voices. But I don't use none of their voices for anything. I specifically am subscribed for my voice. So that justifies the $22 subscription, being able to use my voice. If I want to use it in AI content, or if I want to do polished content, I can use my voice on ElevenLabs. So I'll just go ahead and just run it back. The clarity. It ain't hard to tell. It's simple. The 7 laws of clarity. It ain't hard to tell. It's simple. So I had the same thing repeating twice. That was kind of silly, but never mind that. And you see over here, even though we in the PDF is uploaded. We got a bunch of options right here. We can edit the speech, right? This is a selection where we can put things here. And then if we put things here, we got to generate it. And then it'll generate in my voice, me saying whatever it is that I type. And then you got over here the text to speech, we can just check the history and we can play it individually. What I put here and I already used in ElevenLabs, it keep track of history, it give the dates, specific time. As you can see, it really is all me, right?
Good morning, fam. It's Brian, the Introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell. It's simple.
Simple, right? So moving on, we got sound effects that you can use, right? So if you want to add sound effects to your document or whatever it is you do in your music, right? And of course, you can explore. They got options here. Just click that, want it to load. They got a few. So what's dope about this, fam, is you can actually do an audio book or whatever you're doing and add in sounds using the ElevenLabs and their sounds they already have for you, available to you rather, to enhance the appeal of your offering. You know, coming from New York, I'm very familiar with that sound. Traffic jam, people always honking their horns, but never mind that. So let's just say, wherever, you can text the sound. A car driving off very aggressively. So we got credits to spare, we can generate that. So we can use enable looping and we can loop the sound effects and it'll play seamlessly. Or auto is just going to do it automatically. I'm not sure what this 20% is. But let's just go ahead and text the sound and see what it sounds like. We're just going to test out the capabilities in ElevenLabs right now. See what they're working with. So we put that there. We're going to let it do its thing. So just to remind you, you already have sound effects that you could work with in their own library. You can look and see what they have, and if what they offer is what you need for your current project or situation, you can choose from there. But they also give you this option to text to sound. So right now we're testing out the text to sound feature to see if it's going to be able to generate a realistic sound. So a car driving off, and as you can see, it shows up in our history, and we get not one but two offerings, even though I believe I only clicked it once. But let's go ahead. So what I like about this right here, fam, this feature right here, the text to sound, is you get 8 samples. 4 of them are short, about a second or less, and then you get 4 that are more than 10 seconds and 4 different situations. So definitely appreciate that they give you a bunch of options, and that's what the text to sound. And it only cost me about 200 credits to do that, so I think it's a fair exchange. And then we can go over to music and we could describe a song. And let's see, we have variants, and so mind you, to generate a song, it shows you it's going to cost me about 7,000 credits. That's a lot of credits to generate one song. So if you're using ElevenLabs for music, which I'm not sure why you would, but it's available to you if you have the credits, just be mindful that some songs, it's going to cost you, well, songs in general, it's going to cost you a bit of your credits. And of course, we can do instrumental, right? And I think if we change the variance, it'll decrease the amount of credits. So I think two variants, kind of like what Suno does, is fair. And we can just put a lo-fi instrumental. But since that seems a little, well, I guess that's very generic. I was thinking if I should just improve the prompt. But you know what? That's actually introducing another tool, and we don't need to do that. We just need to see what ElevenLabs can do with just a loose idea. Obviously, it would be reasonable to say the more context you give in what you want it to do, the better it's going to turn out. But let's not assume. Let's just go ahead and we'll spend these credits to create our lo-fi instrumental, even though we already have it selected as instrumental. And as you can see, it's already got a name. We got Midnight Murmurs, and we have Midnight Study Session, and it's loading up. So instead of keeping you here waiting for it to finish, can we actually preview it? Oh no, it's going to actually finish in seconds, so that's good. I thought it was going to take some time because the music generation isn't something I actually tested out in ElevenLabs, so it seems like it's pretty much on par with other offerings like Suno in terms of speed in creating music. So I'm gonna do an instrumental and I'm gonna do a voice song, right? So because I selected the instrumental, we can see how the instrumental sound, and then I'll do a voice song. All right, that's the first song, and we'll hear how the second song sound. And as the second song, I'm not gonna make you guys listen to the whole song, but basically, I'm gonna show you that you can create music in ElevenLabs. I know a lot of people think that ElevenLabs is just for AI voices and voice cloning, but no, you can create music. So that was the instrumental, and let's do a song about. We'll do two. A song about doing affiliate marketing. Sounds pretty corny, right? But we just want to see how it sounds because we deselected the instrumental. We're going to spend these credits and we want to see how it sounds in ElevenLabs with just a regular prompt, a regular idea, and we want to see how it's going to sound. So we didn't select instrumental, so now we want to see if they're going to sing. And mind you, I'm just doing this here. I'll probably go over into the music itself and see if it allows me to pick different voices and things like that for how I want it to sing. But since the feature's already here, because you can basically take whatever you have here and input it into your document, your video, or whatever you're having, I think this is dope. So I'm just showing you the features right here. When we go over to the actual dedicated section for these tools, then I think it'll be able to give it more of a fair shake. Because right here it seems pretty limited in terms of what you can do. Like you can just describe your song, you can pick how many variations you want, and that's pretty much it. So our first song is done. Let's just see how it sounds.
Woke up in dawn, coffee in my veins. Logged in the dashboard, chasing that gain. Links on my page, I'm building my lane. Every click, every sale, it want more name.
So what I like about it is the voice sounds realistic. Sounds like a real person rapping. But here's the thing that's interesting. It picked rap. So that's curious. I think that you have to be specific about the genre of music, at least in this section right here. Otherwise, it'll just default to what it thinks you're gonna prefer. So that's just something to keep in mind. You see how I was specific before about a lo-fi instrumental, and it created a lo-fi instrumental. This I just said a song about affiliate marketing and just made a rap song here. Let's see if this one is going to be in a rap song as well.
Click, link it up, watch it grow, fill your cup. Scrolling through my feed at midnight, spot that product, and I know it's right. Write a review, drop the link below. Every time they shop, commission starts to flow. SEO on point.
So I was right. When you don't specify a specific genre of music, it'll just pick whatever it thinks is best. So that's one thing you gotta understand, because you're spending a lot of credits. But it does sound good. The quality does sound good. The voices sound good. I don't know too much about the lyrics. We'll see if you can modify the lyrics. Right here, does it seem like you can? Unless you're like, can you add it? You can import the music, which I didn't demonstrate with the instrumentals. But you can import the music, and then it'll be on top of your reading, if it makes sense to. But obviously it doesn't make sense to here. But you can take the music and you can import it and put it where it makes sense for your story or whatever it is that you're doing here. So that's the music feature. And then audio, you can upload your own audio and you can add it here to enhance your document if you need to. And of course you can upload a video, which is interesting. Okay, so now here's what I'm wanting to show you guys. They do have video features. Now once again, ElevenLabs is turning into one of those places where everything is all in one, and that's great if you want things simple, and we love simple. But you also have to keep cost in mind. I spent about 8,000 credits to generate four songs. Each song cost about 2,000. So to generate a video, it's going to cost me one video for 4 seconds, 4,000. For 12 seconds, 12,000. For 8 seconds, 8,000. But they do have access to Sora 2 Pro. They have access to Sora 2, VO 3.1, 3.1 Fast, Kling 2.5, VO 3, C Dance, and Wand. So you have options, right? You definitely have options. It shows you the credit amount. It shows you that it's going to be in 720p or 1080p. So the definition. So that's good to go. I will do a test for this video, even though this is not about the video capabilities of a particular model, but it's showing that you can do things in ElevenLabs and kind of just import them. We're going to go with what's popular right now, but we don't need to spend 8,000 credits. We can go with 4, right? And we can put an affiliate marketer sitting at their home office typing on their computer. It is mid-afternoon and the sun is shining in. So we're going to use Sora 2 for that, even though I personally prefer VO. But we'll go with Sora 2. See what Sora 2 is going to do. We have 16 by 9 and 9 by 16. We can go with 9 by 16. No, I'm actually going to go with 16 by 9. I like 16 by 9, but shout out to my people that like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Oh, I have to accept the terms of service, so we can, oh, here's one thing. We can select audio. We can select the resolution, and we can select variance. So the more variance you got, the more credits it's going to have. We obviously only want 1 credit. But since it said I did not select the terms of service, I'm going to pause the video, find the terms of service, accept it, and then we'll go from here. So hold on, fam. So I went over to their dedicated page for image and video to see if the terms of service is here. So I just want to click get started here. And here's the terms and conditions. So I have to go over to the dedicated page, and I am going to go over to the dedicated page for each one of these and accept. I agree. And I'm going to keep mine private, but you can share them. Just make sure that you're slowing down to read everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep private. Okay. So you can opt in or opt out at any given time. Let's just go ahead and keep private. And we can see here on this page some of the things that people have done and is sharing. And once again, everything's pretty much the same, except they have a dedicated page. What I was showing you in the studio, right, is how you can take certain things and do things specifically here. Like everything so far, fam, that I've been demonstrating for you is everything in the studio. Like this is the same PDF, my same PDF on the 7 Laws of Clarity. Like if I wanted to add certain things to it. So this is just me demonstrating things you can do here. Like you can add video here. Right? So we're going to go ahead and let the video generate now that we accepted the terms. But as you can see, the video, it has its own dedicated section. It gives you some example videos. You can see the history while we're just waiting for it to generate. And the history is my video that's currently generating. And we can just explore. Let's just say we want to see cats, if they have any cats. And this is a beta feature, just by the way. So I typed in the keyword cats, and you can see they got animals that are either cats or things that they believe associated with the keyword. So not a lot of things they have here as of yet. So you can take these images and videos and you can edit them in Studio. You can download them or you can upscale them, use them as your own, because I believe these are publicly available. So that's the feature that they have there. And of course, I just been showing you everything going on with the studio, and I showed you the music thing. And this is basically the standalone web page for the music. It's not different from what I was doing in the studio. It's just its own page where everything is handled right here, right? And you can, with lyrics, you have more control here. You can auto the lyrics, where it'll do it for you. You can customize the lyrics, or you can make an instrumental. Once again, you can add the number of variants that you want, or you could just do everything auto in terms of the duration. You could say, I want it auto, I want it 4 minutes, I want it custom. So I don't know what the maximum is. If we put custom, can we put 10 minutes? So the maximum you can go is 5 minutes. So we'll just leave that at auto. And I don't really need to show you this because I already showed you in Studio that you can do it from there. But pretty much in the web page, you have more control because you can customize the lyrics, make it an instrumental. You can choose the duration of the song and things like that. Right? So the video is generating, and here's our affiliate marketer. And we can add it to here if we want. We can import the video. Same thing. Just want to. And we can have the original size. We can make it 9:16 if we want to use it for TikTok, or if we want to use it for LinkedIn, we can change the size. Or if we want it for Instagram posts, we can change the size and do everything in here, right? And add it to our audiobook or whatever it is that I'm creating here. In addition, we can go over to image and video, and we can check it out in the history. And it should be done. We can upscale it, we can edit in Studio, we can download it, pretty much the same thing. And that's our 4-second video generated with Sora tool. We can use in lip sync, upscale, we can recreate it. So once again, fam, ElevenLabs is becoming that all-in-one platform. We can generate images, you can generate videos, you pretty much can do whatever you want. But one thing I did notice, fam, is that they did show us the video capabilities, but I don't see the image capabilities. So I don't see things like audiogram or things like that. These are all video. Okay, so this is image right here. No, these are all video, right? It says image speech, human lip sync generated from an image. So I don't see anything here in terms of generating an image. Okay, so here we go over the image. There we go, fam. Silly me. Now, as you can see, we can change number of variations. For Nano Banana, one image will cost you about 415 credits, and you have a bunch of different aspect ratios for whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. But not just Nano Banana, we have Sea Dream, we have GPT Image 1, Flux Context Pro, we have WAN 2.5, and of course we have Topaz handling the upscale if that's what we want to do. I also have Topaz, but I have it on my computer. So you have lots of options. We could just put an affiliate marketer sitting at their home desk mid-afternoon working on their computer. We'll let Nano Banana do its thing and generate. And it should pop up in the history. But I'm curious to see what's going to pop up right here. So it's saying generations won't be shared on an explore page because I set everything to private. So if I want other people to explore my creations, I would have to hit enable. But right now we're just keeping everything private, just between me and you, the audience, right? And here's our affiliate marketer working at the computer, and it is mid-afternoon, and they're trying to launch a new blog, and I respect that. So we can upscale, we can actually take this and create a video. I love that it gives you that option, right? So let's say you creating, you want to create a video out of your image for whatever you need. You can take your image, maybe push it over to something like VO or whatever you want to use, and take your image and bring it to life. So a lot of options here. ElevenLabs, once again, got to reiterate, it's becoming an all-in-one platform, and I feel like I've been covering the all-in-one features and not specifically the ElevenLabs features, which is the tremendous amount of voices you have to choose from. And that's just because I think that it's amazing that they're becoming this all-in-one platform, that you literally don't have to leave here to go anywhere else. If you have the money for the credits, you can do whatever you want. So with the dubbing, you can localize content across 29 different languages with AI dubbing, and you know with ElevenLabs, their dubbing is outstanding because the quality of their voices is amazing, right? So pretty much you create the product, you can upload your YouTube, your TikTok, your other URL, and if you want to save, you can just add ElevenLabs watermark. We can go ahead and do that. So we can choose one. Voice cloning doesn't really matter. The tech language is English, and the target language, let's just say we want it to be Spanish, and we'll do a sample Spanish. Or target languages, so you can do more than one. Now one is that going to cost more credits. So we can do Portuguese, French, German, Japanese, and Chinese. Why not? It doesn't say how many credits it's going to cost. So we can use YouTube, TikTok, another URL, but it needs to be a video source, or you can manually upload a CSV, an audio file, but definitely needs to be an audio file. So let me find a YouTube link and we'll go from there. Fam, so I tried to use my YouTube, but it couldn't extract the data, so it was having a little bit of an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the history, and what I wanted to show you, fam, and just download a sample of my speaking for it to translate. We have MP3 wave, and for advanced, you have all, you even have flock, right? So for any content you generate with your voice or otherwise, to give you a whole bunch of different options in terms of the different type of file and quality that you can download your file, that voice. So that's something to keep in mind. You know, I'm gonna go with wave. Keep it wavy over here. We'll download that, let it do its thing, and then once we have that download, we want to upload it and just download it. We'll head back here. You see, it couldn't extract the audio out of it. Could be because it was unlisted. It's not a public video. A lot of my longer videos, I don't want to eat through my credits because, you know, I go on for like 30 minutes or an hour. So we're just gonna go ahead and upload. Right. And we're gonna go to downloads. And we'll go here. And we can go ahead and create the dub. We got our voices here. 13 seconds, one speaker. And if we select this, it's gonna say we need to pick one, but I just want to hear how it sounds in different languages. So we're gonna go ahead and just create the dub. It doesn't, oh, okay, so it shows the credits. So it's gonna use 4,000 credits, but we got the credits to spare because we just read up for the month. We get 100,000 credits per month. So, and they carried over. So we appreciate the love, ElevenLabs. So we're gonna go ahead and create the dub. And of course, you have the option to disable voice cloning, which I'm not sure what that means right there. If it's gonna clone your voice if you don't select that, not sure. I'm also not sure why some are here twice. Like I see Spanish here twice, I see Portuguese here twice, German and Chinese. So maybe it creates not just one but two different variations. So that's just something to keep in mind. But also, they do give you some education videos if you do have issues importing a YouTube video. I think for me, what my issue was, I tried to import an unlisted video because it was a shorter video. But I really should have tried to import a video that was already public. But that's just me assuming. I don't know if that's really the case. But here we have the Spanish. It seems to be ready. Can we play it from here, or do we just have to view it? Alrighty, that's definitely me talking, and it's me talking in Japanese.
ございます。皆さん。内向的な桁のブライアンです。簡単です。毎日一日中活動して目標に向かって夢に近づいています。
So, ElevenLabs, in my opinion, when it comes to things like AI voices, AI cloning, professional cloning, dubbing, untouchable. But let's see how I'm gonna sound in French right now.
Bonjour la famille, c'est Brian, le marketeur introverti.
Sorry, the N is a little wanky.
Bonjour la famille, c'est Brian, le marketeur introverti. Et ce n'est pas difficile à dire, c'est simple. Nous sommes actifs toute la journée, tous les jours.
Immaculate. Now, I'm not French, I'm not Japanese, so I don't know if the dialect is great, but when I say immaculate, I mean in terms of it sounding like me, like that sounds like me. If I spoke that language, that sounds like me. So, shout out to ElevenLabs. And we're just going to go through these voices, and then we'll go on to the next part of ElevenLabs I want to show you. I know the video is running long, but you know, fam, on this channel, we like to show you everything, not just a little bit.
早上好，家人们，我是布莱恩，一个内向的营销人员。这很明显，很简单，我们每天都在积极努力，照着目标前进，吃梦想。
So that's how it will sound in Chinese. And if you're listening to this in another language, or you speak that language, let me know how you think ElevenLabs is doing. I know in terms of how I speak, it's definitely trying to say if how it's speaking in a different language, if it's true to it, and how they would speak with their accents. But it definitely sounds like me. I can definitely say that for sure.
Guten Morgen.
And here we're going to try German, see how the German sound.
Guten Morgen, Leute. Ich bin Brian, der introvertierte Marketer. Und es ist nicht schwer zu erkennen. Es ist einfach. Wir sind jeden Tag, den ganzen Tag aktiv, arbeiten an unseren Zielen und kommen unseren...
So I'm just loving how I'm sounding in different languages. We're going to do Portuguese and wrap it up with Spanish. And basically, that's just showing you the dubbing features on ElevenLabs. So if dubbing is your thing, you're trying to translate your content into different languages, I'm not sure what's out there, but ElevenLabs is certainly elite. And what I like here is they show each different test, each different generation, how many this was used, if any watermarks, number of speakers, the target language. It pretty much shows you everything right here.
Bom dia, pessoal. É o Brian, um marqueteiro introvertido. E não é difícil perceber. É simples. Estamos ativos o dia todo, todos os dias, trabalhando em nossos objetivos e nos aproximando dos nossos sonhos. Não há nada a fazer.
And that's me in Portuguese. And we're going to end it off with Spanish. And then we're good to go with the dubbing. But for me, it get two big dubs. W for wins. Because ElevenLabs is definitely elite. But let's see how we sound in Spanish.
Buenos días, familia. Soy Brian, el comercial introvertido, y no es difícil de notar. Es simple. Estamos activos todo el día, todos los días, trabajando en nuestros objetivos y acercándonos a nuestros sueños. No hay nada más que hacerlo. Simple.
So that's how we sound in those languages. So you can localize content across 29 languages with AI dubbing. ElevenLabs definitely is the go-to. I definitely recommend that. So I showed you some of the studio features with that sample PDF I was doing. Showed you that they got the image and the video capabilities. I showed you the music. I showed you the specs, the speech to text. I showed you how you can use text to create a sound effect. Here's pretty much, we didn't go to the standalone web page for speech to text, but you can transcribe audio and video files. Here, if you have any files for transcription, you can pretty much upload them here, and it shows you can have the option to have an expert, and they charge you $2.20 per minute, or you can use the AI and get ready in seconds. They give you options, whatever you prefer, the level of expertise that you need. If you're comfortable with AI, you're good. If you prefer a human, you can use ElevenLabs as the intermediary, and they'll get a human transcription for you, and that'll take about 2 days. And you have the option to include subtitles if you need your files transcribed. Right? So here's audio native, and it automatically voices content of a web page using ElevenLabs text-to-speech service. So how does this work right here? So audio native will work only on web pages that match URLs you specify on this. Oh, okay. So if you want content to automatically be voiced on your web page, you can add a URL, and the audio native player will work only on web pages that match that URL. So I think that's interesting. I do have a website. I don't know if I would use this feature, but it's available if you need it. You can even change the color of the appearance. They give you a little onboarding and show you how to use it. For those of you that have web pages or websites where it's interactive and is welcoming and people come on, and then someone automatically speaks or something like that for your content or whatever's on your page, this might be a useful feature. And here we have productions, so how it works. So, okay, so this is if you need localization and linguists to work on something specific for you. And you can order human edited transcripts, captions, subtitles, and dubs. And what I like about ElevenLabs is even though they're big on AI generation and AI tools, they do allow you to tap in with them, act as the intermediary and connect you with humans to do things that you may personally prefer for a human to actually do for you, whether it's dubs, transcripts, captions, translated subtitles, and even audiobook, which is coming in about 3 weeks. So if you want a professional human to do it for you, it'll cost you about $200 an hour. But at the end of the day, when it comes to price, it's really about what you prefer, the quality that you prefer, and your budget. So I don't really look at the prices as too high. You're paying for actual humans to do work, and humans need to eat and live. So it is what it is. It's there if you need it. So we tested out the sound effects. I think the only thing we didn't go over on the platform was the voice changer. So we can record audio or we can upload audio. So I wonder, can we upload audio? So we can just go ahead and upload audio. Click generate to start processing. So let's go to settings. Okay, so pretty much I can take my original voice and use the voice here, whatever voice is here, and they'll pretty much just be my speech changed over to a different voice. So let's say,
Ideas are the beginning points of all fortunes. Nature is a mutable cloud, which is always... It is not so important.
So let's say we wanted to go with Roger for the voice, and here's the original. Good morning, fam. It's Brian, the Introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell. It's simple. It's simple. So we can go ahead and generate the speech, and let's just test out this feature right here. It's going to change the voice.
Good morning, fam. It's Brian, the Introverted marketer, and it ain't hard to tell. It's simple. We active all day, every day, working on our goals and getting closer to our dreams. Ain't nothing to it but to do it simple.
So here's why the voice changer is great, because it still has my cadence. It's a different voice, but it still has my cadence. So if you have a specific way that you speaking or something like that, and you wanted to change the voice up, the voice changer, it'll definitely work for you. So that's a cool feature right there. But I think I showed you everything here except for the voice isolator. And I think voice isolator is like if you have something with like music or in the background, it would work. And I think I have content like that I can actually show you how effective that is. So just let me do that. I'll download the video and I'll upload it, and then we'll end the video right here, because I know we're going on about 1 hour, but I've just been showing you everything in ElevenLabs. So stand by, fam. Alright, fam, so I downloaded the video, and here it is. I'm gonna be honest, I was tired, I was burnt out, my feet looked good, but my bank account was silent. I was caught in the worst loop, the post and pray trap, posting my heart out, but still not seeing sales. So you see how it has music in the background? So the voice isolator, I uploaded the video. Let's see if it was actually able to isolate my voice and eliminate the music. I'm gonna be honest, I was tired, I was burnt out, my feet looked good, but my bank account was silent. I was caught in the worst loop, the post and pray trap, posting my heart out, but still not seeing sales. So that's elite right there. The voice isolator not only eliminated the music, it sounds just like me. There's no distortion. There isn't anything. This is actually outstanding. I probably should use this in some of my videos where, you might could hear the dog barking, just to isolate my voice so people can hear me and not the other things that's going on in the background. But that's the voice isolator, and you have up to 60,000 characters that you can use. You can drop multiple files. I just did one as a test so you can see, so you guys can see how it works. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me know what your thoughts are on ElevenLabs. It pretty much at this point is an all-in-one. You can clone your voice, you can do audiobooks, you can dub videos, you can do sound effects, you can do music. They even have agents. Did we even tap in on agents? What is agents? So agree. I don't think I showed you this, so I just want to show you this briefly before we end the videos. Okay, so you can actually create an agent. You can start from blank, or they give you agents already that you can work with. So you have support agent, you have the mindfulness coach, and the sales agent. So can we see how it sounds? Is there anything to play, or is that me? You can try a call. Let's try and call, and we can allow our business insight, and we'll just see how this sounds. We can end the video right here.
Hey there, I'm Alexis from ElevenLabs Support. How can I help you today?
Hey Alexis, what is it that you actually do?
I'm here to help you with anything related to ElevenLabs. Whether it's answering questions about our products, guiding you through implementation, or clarifying how different features work together. Basically, I'm your go-to for getting the most out of ElevenLabs. To get started, are you interested in a specific product like text-to-speech or conversational AI, or do you have a more general question about ElevenLabs?
So as you can see, we just tried to call. You can hang up, you can continue. So that's their actual support agent. They give you some examples here. You can create an agent. You can start from blank. You can use a blank template, or let me see what happens when you click create an agent. So you click create agent. It gives you a system prompt where you can customize the agent, right? Where you give the agent its identity. Right. In addition, you can set the time zone. You can choose the first message. You can choose the voice that you want to use for. You can choose the language that they speak. In addition, you can choose the LLM and model for them to use. They're going with Flash as the primary. You can control the budget. Right, so let's see the LLMs you can choose. So you paying money for this. So if you're going to use these agents, and it gives you the cost for each agent and per minute. And of course, you can use the thinking budget to control how many internal reasoning tokens the model can use before responding. You can customize it, and you could just straight up disable. So that's the agent feature. I don't want to go too much in depth in this. It seems like there's a lot you can do. They actually have a video. They have workflows that you can do. But the video's already gone on long enough, and I feel like just touching on briefly that this is available, and you can see it's public, just testing this out, that you have this option here if you need it. But I'm not going to get too in depth in the agent feature, because the video's already gone on long enough. So that's ElevenLabs. What are your thoughts on ElevenLabs? Let me know in the comment section below. There'll be a link in the description if you want to go test out ElevenLabs for yourself. I highly recommend it. And of course, they're just showing this, once I use the agents, how much they're going to be charging me. Right? I just test this out for you guys, and now I'm getting all these windows. So there's that. But drop your thoughts in the comments below. What are your thoughts on ElevenLabs? Do you think it's worth it? I think it's worth it if you're someone that's already heavy into the AI content game and you need authentic, realistic sounding voices. ElevenLabs has a ton of them. If you need to clone your voice and you need to sound professional, ElevenLabs, in my opinion, is the way to go. In addition, if you want to do audio, if you want to do video, you can do everything in ElevenLabs. So really, it's become the all-in-one platform. As you can see, you got the agents platform, and we have the creative platform. Let's just head back over to the creative platform. So ElevenLabs really has it all. But I'm going to end the video right here and drop your thoughts below in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on ElevenLabs. For me, it's a go. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video right here. This is Brian, the Introverted Marketer, and it ain't hard to tell. It's sample. I'll catch you in the next video, fam. Peace.